I'll be right back. This has got to be one of my very favourite things about a country drive. Have a look at this. $4, get a pumpkin and a bag of lemons. How's that, Louise? We're making lemon curd and pumpkin soup.
Very good buying.
When it comes to country drives, they don't get much better than Cambanoora Gorge, or Cambanoora as the Aborigines knew it, or the Crossings as it's been tagged by locals around Killarney on the Southern Downs.
See ya. I love that. Everyone in the country waves.
Well, we all know each other, it'd be rude.
Louise Brosnan is one such local. She's developed such an affinity with the place, she now runs weekend drives with Cambanoora Co tours.
Well, Louise, Brosnan's Road, I guess that's no coincidence.
No, not at all. Most of this property has been owned by my family for generations, actually, for 150 years.
And I guess when you're one of the first European settlers, you get to name what you want after yourself.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. What we've got here is Mount Brosnan, we've got Brosnan's Bridge and also Brosnan's Road, so we've pretty much staked a claim on a fair bit of it.
Louise has plenty of options when it comes to places to take visitors, starting with Daggs Falls, just a few minutes from Killarney.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes, isn't it lovely? Sophie, I love to bring people here because it's really accessible and it's very good for people who have mobility problems.
And there is some serious waterfalling.
Yes, isn't it absolutely beautiful? We had the floods at the beginning of the year, but then we benefit from the beautiful amount of water that's coming over our falls. It really is waterfall country around here.
From the falls, it's a short drive to the gorge where the car gets to go for a swim over 14 different river crossings.
So we're going to come down into Reese's Crossing. Now, Reese's Crossing is named for the Reese family that lived in this area here. And they were bullock drivers, and they drove the bullock teams of TJ Brosnan, who is my great-grandfather.
How gorgeous would this be for a picnic?
This is an absolutely lovely spot to take a break and bring the kids, have a bit of a swim or have a little bit of indeed a picnic or a barbecue.
Now, all of the crossings are on the Condamine River Road. I guess that means you're not doing it without a four-wheel drive.
No, that's right. We definitely recommend either a four-wheel drive or a high-clearance vehicle. And it's part of the reason that I started doing the tours was to give people who don't have four-wheel drive access the opportunity to see and learn a little bit about the history of the gorge.
Oh, yeah. You don't need ice in that.
No, that's for sure.
That's cold.
The hub of the gorge used to be Long Ridge. Pioneers set up farms here. There was a cricket ground, and they even built a flying fox to bring timber down the valley.
The entire gorge had gathered to watch the flying fox its first run, and the first log set off, and it got faster, faster, faster. And almost as one, the crowd swung around and they yelled to the brake boy to bash the pin in to put the brakes on. They said, "Basher, basher." Well, the brake boy was nowhere to be seen. He had skedaddled, and the log came down and it smashed the bottom of the flying fox to smithereens. And so that was the one and only trip of the flying fox.
Oh, wow.
But that young man, Basher, he had that nickname for the rest of his life until well into his 80s.
Isn't that amazing? And the log at the bottom was firewood.
If you're going to make the effort to come all this way up the gorge, then why not stay here for the night? The word rustic gets thrown around a lot these days, but it definitely sums up Adjinbilly Cabins perfectly. Tony Hoopman used to holiday here, but liked the place so much, he ended up buying it.
So it's like camping, except you've got a bed to sleep on and a toot to use.
Yeah, it's a bit up from glamping.
That's it. That's a very good point. Glamping with a star.
You dare to expose yourself to nature, and you take away all these distractions, electronic, technological distractions, and you just expose yourself to nature and what it can do.
A couple can get away from the hustle and bustle of city life up here from just $120 per night. And if you've only got a day to spare, then Louise's Gorge Tour is a great way to cover Cambanoora. A 3-hour trip costs $44 per person. If you're looking for other ways to make the most of your time off, could I suggest referring to the Queensland Holidays website? Queensland Rail Travel and RACQ also have plenty of suggestions.